Previously on Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Door 1. Jeez. That's my fight tone though. This part suddenly went sci-fi on me. Good lord.
And now back to Garrett Mark Monastery.
Hey everybody, the Great Pikmin 679 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Houses. Last time, we completed the Golden Air route and fought against our revised king Nemesis. He wasn't really a king, he was also a thief. And now, we're back at the Black Eagle's Mount. To see what would happen if I sighted this way up. Some fun things I'd like to mention before we begin. After the Mark battle, Ignatz joined my house. Which is pretty interesting because I don't think he was supposed to be this lucky and get recruit anybody on luckily like this, but apparently I did. And after rescuing Flame and getting her to join my house, I apparently received this. Which is it's just basically increasing my charm up by 2. An embroidered scarf honoring the Immaculate One. I am assuming this is the item I get for either going through this route again to join with Swayer, or if it's just a hidden reward for completing all 3 routes. Future me worded in which one is the correct answer. And here's what it looks like in person. It's not enough, but well, we'll see. Another thing I'd like to point out, we have Reunion Azure Moon and Reunion Verdant Wind. But I noticed we don't have one for Edelgard, despite being on the Crimson route. I'm guessing we're going to reunite with Edelgard on this Force route somehow. Feels a little weird, considering this is like signing with the Church of Saros. So I'm not sure how Edelgard's gonna like that idea. But nonetheless, we have a thing to do. So I'll see you all once this battle's over. 4 experience not found. Swipe the Crystal Stone, swipe the Crystal Stone, swipe another one, swipe all these other ones. Swipe them all for all I can. Sorry,
I will withdraw for now. Come, Hubert. To flee is futile, wicked. You have defied that crime. Will never come, Professor.
Edelgard and Hubert have disappeared. They will surely return to the Empire. The Knights have been dispatched to search and investigate. If there is any movement, we will know. We cannot ignore the possibility that there will soon be open hostilities between us and the Imperial Army. When that happens, are you prepared to fight your own? If you wish to return to the Empire, I will not stop you. That is your choice to make.
If Edelgard is acting afoul, then we have no choice but to strike her down.
It's up to us to stop them. We have a war on our hands.
I love how Caspar is basically just shielding Bernadetta. Please, I don't want to be one of the accent.
I have no interest in fighting, not even for her. And yet...
How are we supposed to decide just like that? Hubie, I'm sorry about this, but I'm siding with the Professor. Her doings are wrong. It is our duty to make everything right.
I am sure you all have much on your mind. I encourage you to confer with your professor and make a decision. You have until the fighting commences. Professor, I am depending on your strength for the safety of Fodlan.
The leaders of the church, long ago, they divided the empire to create a... They did all... They gathered gold, those and by the empire.
I cannot believe it. Let us recap the Adrestian. Edelgard demands she has deemed. I must until then.
I mean, so far, nothing different.
Rhea, please.
Okay. Nothing else to change yet.
You'll battle Edelgard, right? Good luck. Me? Oh, I'm going to run away. I have zero interest in dying here, thank you very much.
You're not going anywhere!
Professor, I saw you looking at me. You want to add me to your class?
Which means you're going to battle Edelgard along with me!
But if... Oh!
You're not going anywhere! You are staying with me! I know I'm desperately leaving Claude with your class members, but still, you are not going anywhere! Now I have recruited everybody.
Yes.
We don't need to them out. Oh, that feels so good. I finally got revenge for past me, who had absolutely zero idea how to do it. I don't care anymore. I finally got Hilda. That's all that matters. Even if I had to be the fourth and final playthrough of this for the Let's Play. God dang it.
I'm finding.
Oh, I just noticed
this
that
isn't so hard.
Cancer and Steel are automatically recruited to me. Huh. Does this mean they might join with me for the final round? If I keep Edelgard and Hubert? Please? Really hoping?
Well, hurry up. We have some support troops to make matters worse.
Of course we know, but we can't let her get away. Also, please cease your unwarranted glaring. We don't deserve your judgment.
My father was removed from his role as Prime Minister, and is still under house arrest in the Imperial capital. As his successor, it is my duty to stop her.
The way she's going about all of this is wrong. It's up to us to help her realize that.
I won't be following her. But I won't run away either. Adie's going to come at us with all she's got. And that's a lot. That means we need to fight her with all of our might, too. She is one who has strength. That has certainty. But we have strength also. We will not be losing. I shall fight with all...
You students really have guts, don't you? Though I suppose I can't call you students anymore. You're now part of our order. You have our support and our gratitude. Professor, I'm counting on you. Go ahead and take the lead.
Leave it to me.
These kids, they look up to you. I guess that goes without saying. Just look in their eyes and you can see it. If we all make it through this, let's meet again. Good luck out there!
About the fourth and final time we'll be battling here at this freaking place. Who will be the ultimate and final boss we're gonna be facing off against? Who knows? Because I'm certainly not gonna answer that tonight. I'll still be tackling the DLCs when they come up. But no, that will just be like very late. Or I'll just have a fresh file to start off. Hi.
I wish you were someone whose heart could be if it were so.
Really sorry. 3 turns. That's about the easiest I can make this.
You fought well, but now your fight is over. Send in our... What?
And it's going to be at the same time. So basically, apart from all the other times where I could have sided with Edelgard, this is how I fall. This is how I fall in no coma. Great. Well, I'm not gonna sit here for a freaking third time. Off I go.
Part 2. Silver Snow. Ethereal Moon. Reunion at Dawn.
It's still the... it's the Black Eagles, but it has the
It is
singles.
Imperial Year.
Hey,
Oh, hi. Where am I? Again. No need to worry about me.
unbelievable.
Why am I even here? I know they won't come, but here I am anyway. How has it already been 5 years? Time stops for no one, I suppose. Huh? It's you. What are you doing here?
I came here for you.
For me? Highly doubtful. So you were alive. What have you been doing all this time?
Sleeping?
Talking at a time like this. All that matters is this. Will you return to the Empire with me? Hesitation. It betrays your true answer. That means we're enemies now, you and I.
Ow.
My teacher, the time for discussion has come to an end.
Hazel.
Even though our swords may cross as they do now. There's no denying that our chosen paths never will.
Huh?
Goodbye, my teacher. When next we meet, one of us will breathe their last.
Ow.
Who is it? Is that... It's you!
It's been a long time. Hi!
It has been. But this is no time for casual chatter. After you disappeared 5 years ago, do you have any idea how dire the church's situation became? Where were you? And what were you doing all of those years?
I was sleeping.
You slept for 5 years. In that case, I suppose there is nothing more to say. You should know that Rhea also disappeared. Since then, the Knights have been fully devoted to certain... It is possible. However, the Empire has not made any such statement as of yet. Even if that were the truth, there is no way for us to confirm. We have searched all over, but we have reached an impasse.
Well, I mean, 2 out of the 3 times he was in the Empire. So chances are he's going to be in the Empire again.
Unless we do something, our efforts to find Rhea and rebuild the church will be stalled indefinitely. Our opportunity to strike back is close at hand. Sadly, we are short on military strength. However, now we have you. Do you recall what Rhea told you 5 years ago? She asked for you to take her place should anything ever...
I remember.
Then I beg of you, please heed her words. It is up to you to lead us, and to defeat the Empire. No, to defeat Edelgard.
But I don't want to kill her at that time! I don't want to fight Edelgard!
What are you saying? She is tormenting all of Fodlan, and you are the only one who can save us. How can you not see that?
Sir, bandits have entered the area. They stole some hidden weapons and ran off. They're heading for the town, so that might be where they're hiding out.
Vile thieves. Even with the Knights gone, I cannot believe they would dare trespass here. This is unforgivable. Come, Professor. Let us give chase. Looters deserve no forgiveness. After them! Stop the thieves.
We had no place to go, so we came back to Garreg Mach. But then... Huh? Professor?
Looks like there's a fight. I'm ready to join the battle.
It is confirmed that Professor is alive. I will be... cooperating.
What are you doing here? Never mind, we'll have to talk later. Help us with these thieves.
Metus Udedus.
It's over.
Criticolus. Love how they do try to just do nothing about it. It's gonna get a fire! How fitting the crystal thing's activated right then and there. Bunny!
People? A battle? Oh, there wasn't supposed to be anyone here! Wait, is that... Professor?
Professor, you're alive after all. Well then, I am quite pleased with my choice to come here.
Professor! Never mind. We have to focus on winning this fight.
Lend us a hand.
Nose for Attila! Now you're dead.
That man used to be a merchant here at the monastery. He must have fallen on hard times to take up with those thieves.
Huh. Doesn't give us on though. At least physically in the monastery.
It seems we were able to expel the bandits who were hiding in Garreg Mach. How fortuitous that you students should gather at the monastery like this.
We made a promise with the professor. That was 5 years ago to the very day.
We all gave our promise to be meeting here when the Millennium Festival arrived.
Wait, Petra, why the heck are you blushing?
Though the one who came up with that plan is not here. Edelgard. Still, how incredible that those present gathered despite the terrible state of things.
The most incredible part of it is that you didn't oversleep and miss the reunion.
So, that is the reason. Professor, the monastery is safe because of your devoted students. I am now fully convinced that you are the only one who can save Fodlan.
I know, Sedith. You can count on me though, but still.
Ah, so you have finally accepted your destiny.
Oh, shut up.
On the very day I return to Garreg Mach, you awaken and return as well. This is no mere coincidence, but rather the work of the goddess.
What's your reason for being here?
Actually, well, it will be easier to just show you. Come with me to the Holy Mausoleum. I realize that since you've been slumbering for so long, you have no idea what has transpired in the various territories. Allow me to explain. After the Battle of Garreg Mach, there was a change of regime in the kingdom. House Blaiddyd suffered a series of brutal massacres, which claimed the lives of Dimitri and Regent Lucas.
Even though Dimitri is, one, not dead, second of all, he probably will come back.
The kingdom capital fell and was absorbed into the empire as the Fargus Dukedom, which is now under Cornelia's control. Some still resist the empire. As of now, Rodrigue of House Fraldarius is at the center of such efforts. In the Alliance, Claude leads the faction that opposes the empire, and Lawrence leads those who have sided with them.
Great, so Lawrence is left. Great.
Front lines are ever in motion. But the war effort has... In short, both the Kingdom and the Alliance have been swallowed up by the Empire and are on the verge of collapse. We must gather our generals and soldiers under your command and reverse this dire situation. Flayn, look! The professor has returned to us.
Wait.
What do you mean? Oh, goodness! It really is you, Professor!
You're hiding down here this entire time?
I cannot believe you are still of this world! We were so worried we would never see you again!
Apparently this is my question of the day, Peony.
I forgot something important at the Holy Mausoleum. I told my brother that I had to go back for it no matter what, and so here I am.
After we finished here, we were going to continue our search for Rhea. But now that you are here, things have changed. We must not waste this opportunity. We shall send word to the knights scattered all across the land. The time has come for the Knights of Seiros to return to action. We are counting on you, Professor.
Can I just... Can I please have my... Can I please have Edelgard back? And Hubert?
Part 2.
Never mind, I guess we're going to deal with the kingdom stuff.
Guardian Moon. A king without a kingdom.
Which one is the true ending again?
Guess you lucked out. We've been looking everywhere for you. But
Everyone was...
Seta told... I am so great. I am sorry things are moving so rapidly. The time has come to make our true stand against the Empire. Our base will be Garreg-Mach Monastery. The interior is in less than prime condition, but we should be able to utilize it much the same as we had before.
Surely those Imperial jerks have this place staked out, right? It's a hub.
It may be an area of importance, but it is far removed from the front lines. Considering the burden of transport, it is possible they are not paying too much attention to it.
Nothing escapes the Emperor. There must at least be a spy or two.
Professor, what do you think?
Objections, I guess.
I see.
The town and surrounding hamlets are still present. And though far from abundant, the church still has funds at its disposal.
That's true. Professor, I think we can leave expanding our army to my brother. He was always good at negotiating, and I believe he is best suited to the task.
Why am I stuck with these two? Oh yeah, because Wei is kidnapped.
In that case, I have a request. Please allow my soldiers to join your ranks as well. House Sire already tried taking on the Emperor. As a result, our territory was stolen from us. As a consequence, I do not have many soldiers left to speak of. But those I have are yours to command.
I feel like I should tell you that I've been protecting some kids who lost their parents in the war.
What?
They're in the town right now, but maybe we can move them to the monastery? I'm sure they'd be happy to chip in however they can.
Yes, I understand. I will make the necessary arrangements.
I nabbed some valuables from my house. Father is with the Emperor now, so it's not much, but it's yours.
Oh, jeez, Linhardt!
Nothing to contribute. In fact, I'm still in my same old clothes.
I've been wandering on my own for 5 years. I won't go back to that house or my father, that's for sure.
I understand. Leave it to me. No labor is too great if it means saving Fodlan.
Oh god. At least the game is kind enough to actually boost the levels up to a reasonable amount. Otherwise, the game would have been flat and impossible. Edelgard, come back. I really miss you so much.
With the return of its knights, Garreg-Mach is finally coming back to life. The Church of Seiros will follow you from now on. But please do not abandon the search for Lady Rhea. Thank you. I know the battles ahead will be dire, but we will support you with all our strength. I have something to ask of you.
No. Fudge you. Not doing the supply ones ever again.
Professor! Hey, Professor. I know that we didn't plan to stop at the monastery, but I'm glad we did. I'm happy to be here with everyone again. Right? It's as though we went back in time 5 years. I feel like my old self again.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling like that. I am not. Fling.
Your attention, everyone. The Knights of Seiros and our most trusted allies have gathered. We have rallied our troops for the purpose of... We have prepared a new... Much like the Professor, it bears the crest of flames.
Geez, this feels very familiar. It's almost like this happened in the Golden Year out.
Beneath this flag, we will...
Professor, I am not sure I understand. Why is the
It's supposed to way the church.
What is meant by the way of the church? What do they dislike about it?
I have no idea what Edelgard was thinking or how she arrived at the decision to raise an army. However, I do have some small insight as to what she is after. She is attempting to destroy the existing social order. That is why the Church of Seiros is first on her list of institutions that must be destroyed. It may very well be her goal to rebuild Fodlan from the ground up.
I see. But that is only Edelgard's desire, is it not? I cannot imagine that the people of Fodlan would want that for themselves. She may have high ideals, but she certainly lacks any compunction about throwing the world and its people into an awful war. It just seems so illogical.
You have a point, Flame. I do not believe the people will ever understand her aim.
Hey, I do. I was just set to complete her out.
So long as she makes the people suffer, our Knights of Seiros will fight on and strive to protect them. If we do not defeat Edelgard and retake control of this world, Fodlan's future shall be as dark as night.
Thank you, dear brother. I finally feel I understand what is going on.
I am always happy to answer your questions, Flame. Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Well, actually, I have a question for the professor.
Now changing subjects, huh?
My brother mentioned that you slumbered for 5 years. Where was it that you slept?
At the bottom of the valley.
The bottom of a valley? In the water? That certainly sounds frigid. I would never choose such a place myself. I am surprised you did not fall ill.
Well, I mean... Actually, never mind.
Pardon the intrusion. It seems the Imperial...
That is sooner than a...
I wonder if we can win up.
There aren't many of them. It looks like we'll just be facing the ones who were stationed nearby.
Did they move on us too soon? Perhaps if we fight by using the land to our advantage. Of course, if we are careful, we will not lose. Never again will those Imperial... Onward, Professor!
So never mind, I take it back. This is the worst route to do last. Maybe I should have done the second. Probably should have done the second. Or maybe even do the third. I don't even know anymore. All I know is that this is going to pull at my heartstrings even more.
Garrick to reclaim the monastery.
To reclaim it? They haven't even claimed it at all. They just went in, just destroyed it, and just left.
Oh, thanks.
What part of reclaiming did they even want, anyways?
I really missed Edelgard.
It's sad I can't convince it.
Because no, this is the Knight of Sables route.
Can't have Edelgard here. Gotta beat Edelgard as the villain one last time. Kenya Nada. I already regret Edelgard having the dancer class. Because I fear she is not coming back. And that is the literal worst decision I could ever see in my life.
Traitors! Repent of your sins, and the goddess may yet show you mercy.
Quiet! Attack!
Now, begin!
Fire! All units retreat!
Press the attack!
This is the second time in a row I think I did things way too soon, but we don't need this cost just right at the right amount of time when the enemies just at the weakest. Strange how it happens, but it's happened.
Fight them.
At least twice. Hello everyone. I'm gonna kill you dead. Again.
Like this.
Watch out, Professor! They're coming for you!
I know they're coming for me. Which is why this idiot is gonna be the first to die. Because he went right towards me. And dying to a critical. For the last time.
We face a powerful enemy today, but Garrick will remain secure.
Can I just please not kill Edelgard for a third time? No? I'm gonna make me do so anyways? I think that's what's gonna happen. And I don't like it.
Thank you so much.
Don't like it one bit.
We drove back the Imperial army. The real fight has only just begun.
I never thought I'd be fighting Randolph. I guess it can't be helped, seeing as how I've left my own territory and all. But what will I do if my father or brother get involved? I really don't want to face them.
I say strong.
Too true, Professor. So long as the Empire is our enemy, we cannot avoid fighting those we are acquainted with. Though I suppose I have it easier, since my house is no longer on the Empire's side.
My friends from the opera said they would leave the capital and go west, so at least I won't be seeing them in battle.
I don't think I care if my own house falls. Let's make it a grand fight. After a grand nap, of course.
It does not give me happiness to have the people of Bridget involved. But it is not the time to be thinking of that. If it is a possibility, I will be having their strength.
I don't mind at all, really. I have no friends anyway, and my father hasn't done much to make me care for him. Not that he'd ever step on a battlefield anyway. Oh, but I do wonder how Mother is doing.
Each of our situations is unique. What we share is companionship, and the will to fight as one. Professor, you are the heart of our efforts. We will support you as best we can. I have a proposal. It would be most difficult to fight the Imperial Army with the forces we have now.
But where is in the freaking capital?
As such, I believe we should send messengers to whatever lords we can trust in the Kingdom and the Alliance. Do you agree?
It sounds me, but we'll try.
It is heartening to hear you say that. If all we do is bide our time, our enemy's main army will come down upon us like a hammer from above.
Who are you planning to ask? Sadly, House Karen is out. We can trust them, but they have no help to offer.
Oh, how about House Daphne of the Alliance? I recall that their leader was quite exceptional.
Judith, the hero of Daphne. Yes, that is a fine suggestion. That territory is on the border of the Kingdom and the Alliance. It has not yet been claimed by the fires of war. If they agree to lend us their troops, our forces will be greatly strengthened. We shall send along a siege.
Let me guess, we're going to be in the Valley of Torment again? For like the third time now? I thought I didn't notice the pattern was this.
Part 2. Silver Snow. Pegasus Moon.
I literally get the feeling that this is just Golden Deer slapped onto Black Eagles. This literally feels like that.
Ah, it is you.
We were just talking about Rhea.
We have searched for 5 long years, but have not found a trace of her. It is possible that she is sleeping somewhere, just as you were sleeping all those years.
Is that what you think?
That is my current theory, yes. We have moved against the Empire with the intent of defeating them, but have not given up hope of recovering Rhea. If she is alive, we will find her. Rhea is like family to us. And to you as well.
Oh, fudge off! She's not part of my family!
Please, lend me your strength.
I've gone from hating Rhea to liking her to Golden Deer out, but now I'm back to hating her all of a sudden. Good lord.
The messenger we sent to Daphne returned with a reply.
I understand your situation, but there is a openly marshalling soldier. Therefore, will your group be from there?
I'm getting tired of this Valley of Torment.
ALL is a deep there. We can. It is decided.
ALL.
Oh look, the final spy. Really makes you wonder how Shamiru misses that one spy. Of all the freaking spies that just so happen to be within whatever group I'm in. Amazing how she missed just one. Fucking one. I don't even care. I'm skipping back to this again. Because I don't care how much of this is just flat out repeated from the Golden Deal. This is literally just the worst. This is literally the stupidest. Nothing is changing. Matter of fact is, it's just... There's bits and pieces of the Golden Deal out here. Mostly just one being the fact that we have to freaking Quest of Flames banner. Why does it make a big difference here? I don't know. It makes no dang sense. We're not going to be facing Nemesis by the end of this. There just has to be some ulterior final boss. Something that's actually going to make all of this backtracking worth it. All of these extra bits of knowledge and whatnot.
I'm overheated and have changed my mind. I'd like to return to my cozy bed now.
Who knew somewhere so hot existed in Fodlan? I wonder if it's okay to walk everywhere.
Just use the superior emotional fortitude of nobility. And, well, be very careful.
It is said that this land was born of the goddess's wrath.
Even though it's not really the truth.
There is no record of this.
My head is being defeated by this heat. I think I am seeing visions. There, within the mountains. A shadow.
That's just the... Whoa. I see it too.
It appears to be a military force. They are dressed like kingdom soldiers. They fooled us.
Damn. I thought we had disposed of all the spies. They carry the flag.
Shamir, you freaking suck.
Yes.
I have to say it, you suck at eliminating spies. This is what, the third time this has happened? And the only other time it didn't happen was when we were on Edelgard's side? I don't care anymore. I would literally become the one-man army. I would take down the final boss myself if I must. Just...
Leave it to me.
This is getting annoying.
More fighting. On your
when is anything gonna be different? So far I'm seeing nothing but the same patterns repeated from the Blue Lion.
Just as I thought. The inland...
And Ash is there too, yay! Guess I better go back and get him now. I thought, hey, maybe if I do this, things will probably be different. Maybe I can convince Edelgard to stop. But no! I just want to get to a point where something actually changes. Hey Ash.
I don't want to fight you, Professor, but this is how it has to be. I'll do it.
If this is literally what the other side of the Black Eagles route had in store for me, and if this is my first impression, I would have gladly preferred to have it to side with Edelgard, because that side's actually more interesting. Granted, we don't fight those who still in the dark, and neither did we in the Blue Lions. But god dang, would have been freaking interesting. Would have been real nice to have Edelgard join us against those who still in the dark. But since he's so persistent on having them on her side, what's the freaking point? Am I right? Oh look, who would have thunk? Judas appears right when I'm close to Grendel. Who would have freaking thunk? It's not like this ain't surprising whatsoever. It's almost like I knew this would happen. I am dead. Literally. Fuck off. I am so tired of this nonsense. Where's the change? What's the big difference that'll make me do anything? When's the change that'll actually make me care about this route again?
We're lucky we all... Don't worry. So you're... He asked me to help you because you seemed trustworthy.
Claude of the Alliance? How did he learn of our plans? We can't underestimate someone like him. There is a reason they call him... But I suppose we are both fighting...
That's right. It's up to you.
That is yours, Professor.
Okay, let's wrap up this handoff of soldiers. I must warn you that these are very important soldiers. Oh, a witness saw Lady Rhea being...
Yeah, see?
One of my...
So we were right.
Imperial. Imperial. Not a big fucking difference.
Now that we have reinforcements, it is time to advance against the Empire.
Sedif, you are a freaking idiot!
And yet, we do not have enough troops to face our enemy's main army
Oh,
head-on.
fudge off!
We have no choice but to use our small numbers wisely, by taking over key locations as we blaze our way to the Imperial capital. Yes, it will. We must brace ourselves. As you know, the Ogma Mountains lie south of Garreg Mach, towards the Empire. In order to enter Empire territory, you must travel around those mountains. There are two possible routes.
Well, by all dictations, we're gonna have to go west anyways.
The western half of the kingdom is under the Empire's control. It may be too dangerous to pass through there.
Which one is east or west? I keep confusing my east from my west.
I suggest there are lords in the Alliance. Furthermore... Yes, precisely.
Hey there, Teach. It's been a while, hasn't it? I never dared to imagine you might still be alive. Wonders never cease. I don't know exactly why, but I feel that I can trust you. So, I'm going to do just that. To that end, I propose an exchange. You're intending to invade the Empire. That much is clear. And that means your only option is to pass through the east. You'll have to cross the Aramid River. That means you'll need to gain control of, it just so happens, my family. It would be easy enough for us to eliminate. Do you see where I'm going with this? That will allow you to cross through. After you take the bridge, you'll get to cross Myrddin without... Not a bad deal, eh? I hope...
The master tactician indeed. The conditions are not bad. If we take the Great Bridge of Myrddin, the route from the monastery to... It seems you are decided.
When's the change again?
Part 2. Silver Snow.
The messenger we sent to Claude has returned. It seems we will advance when House Regan's forces move. We will take the Great Bridge of Myrddin with minimal... We must prepare for battle.
Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for that one cutscene. Thank you so much. Fucking skip!
This is the Great Bridge of Murden. Its defenses have been fort. It seems the enemy is sufficient.
If they are fully equipped, we must prepare ourselves for anything. We must be ready to change our approach in an instant.
Yes, that is most sound. I do not distrust Claude, but there is no guarantee that the other Alliance lords will not move against us. Onward, with caution.
After we cross the Great Bridge, the greatest plains in Fodlan will be before us. You do remember, do you not? I speak of Gronder Field, where we fought the
Please
battle of
tell
the
me
evil
we're not
and
gonna
right.
have to reach die to generic NPCs again?
The ones defending the Great Bridge. It isn't my father or brother, is it? I really want to finish this battle without seeing them.
Yes, I hear your father can fell a bear without even a weapon in hand. When we run into him, I'll be sure to let you take the lead. Family matters and all.
That's not funny, you jerk!
Should we be burning the signal of uprising?
There's no need for that, Petra. Smoke or no smoke, they'll get the idea. Losing the bridge should be a pretty big clue.
Oh no, I can't believe we're actually going to invade. If Edelgard gets angry... Oh, I get nervous just picturing it. Stop that imagination!
Bernie, you're the last thing to try and show me up at a place like this.
Oh, and if she destroys the monastery with her army, we're all gonna die!
The hour of questioning has long since passed. I assure you, whatever happens, this will not end as it did 5 years ago. Back then, the Empire was able to focus its entire army on Garreg Mach. Now, their front lines are stretched thin along their borders with both the Kingdom and the Alliance. Their allies have grown in number, but so have their enemies. They should not have too many soldiers they can readily send our way. Now then, let us set forth. This shall be the first step in ending the chaos that has engulfed this realm.
This is literally the golden idea about just smacked into an alternative route for the Black Cube. Why is this an option?
I still need to improve.
I'm literally questioning why this is a route that can be taken. I am literally starting to have doubt. Let's end this fast. The faster I can freaking end this, the better. You know, for this being the Touch of Sables route, you know what's missing? Instead of being an actual main same party member, seriously. Whatever, this is just more than capable. I'm fine with just fighting alongside my Black Eagle students. Whatever. I hate how this is literally just word for word so far. For just... We're gonna make some quick changes from the Golden Deal and just slap the Church of Sables instead. We're not even gonna have Nemesis as to find a boss, no. Because we're gonna come up with some random BS find a boss. Or it's gonna be freaking Edelgard again. But the way we're going, it may not even be Edelgard anymore. We're gonna have to go for the freaking fortress, and then we're gonna have to go to the city, gonna kill Hubert, and then we're gonna have to go into the freaking castle where Edelgard is, and then we're gonna kill her again, and then gonna be Swayan. And then everything is just gonna go on the same repeating pattern for the Golden Deal until a thing happens. For the match this has to happen on. For the freaking match that has to happen on. The winds are coming for you. If you want to show up any minute now. I mean, if they know it's here. Maybe it's because I'm not using it. Maybe I'm actually having a good reason not using them. Because they seem like total pricks. Oh look, they're here! Anytime the winds wants to appear.
I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, have arrived to join the battle in my father's stead.
Thank you.
It's been a while, Professor. If this were anywhere but a battlefield, I would offer you tea. I've no choice but to follow the Empire if I wish to live. I hope you will not think ill of me.
You're not following the Empire anymore. You're gonna join me and you're gonna like it. With tea!
I yield. Though I will not beg for my life. That would be unbecoming, wouldn't it?
Also, the lioness is facing through my arm. Am I done yet? No? I still got a ways to go?
Still here.
Fun! You will let me pass!
Please forgive the sins of the enemy leaders and the brave soldiers who followed their orders.
Your words won't reach Sophis! Just saying! I am already so done with this round. I'm already so done.
Somehow we managed to capture the Great Bridge of Myrden.
All because I go headfirst into the freaking fray. I am just that OP.
To see the Imperial army hold its ground until every last soldier fell, it is clear that Edelgard is not some cruel emperor who holds her people in a vice-like grip. There is something more driving our foes.
Now you consider it a possibility. Now you consider it.
From here on out, our journey will not be an easy one.
Excuse me, sir. Gilbert is here.
Gilbert? What was he doing all this time? We had better go and meet with him.
So, you've captured the Great Bridge of Myrden. I'm impressed that you were able to break through their defenses.
Save your praise, Gilbert. Let's get to the heart of the matter. Why are you here? Why now?
I am once again in the service of Dimitri.
Yep, he's alive again! No matter what you're trying to do to make Dimitri think make us think Dimitri's dead, he's still alive!
He was in hiding in Fraldaria's territory, where he was biding his time for a counteroffensive.
Dimitri is alive?
Yes, he was to be executed in Ferdiad, but Dedu stepped forward to rescue him. I am here today by command of Dimitri himself. We realize that our enemies are the same, and that it may be advantageous to join forces.
I see. I shall hear you out.
We are preparing to advance against the Empire. Will you join us as we march toward the Imperial capital? If that is too much to ask, then at least allow us to freely cross the Great Bridge of Myrden.
Hold a moment. We have just finished a fierce battle, and our forces are few. To march straight for the main body of the Imperial army and challenge them? It is too soon. I am happy to allow safe passage over the bridge, but to lend our aid asks too much of us. Is that not so?
No! Fudge off me!
If you would be willing to wait a few months, we might be able to offer something more.
I am afraid His Highness is not able to stop his advance.
If that is the case, I am afraid we cannot join you. Please
freaking
send our regards to Dimitri.
I understand. It's unfortunate that we were not able to secure the help of the Knights of
Zenith, screw you!
Still, I'm grateful that we can cross the Great Bridge of Myrden safely. Thank you for that. This will be a fight to the death. It is highly likely that we will meet our end. I wish you both the best of luck in the battles ahead.
And may the goddess protect you as well.
I hate you, Zenith. I freaking hate you. If you would have just... not be an idiot. Well, look, we're somehow skipping past the battle and going to the freaking impregnable fortress. Because why the heck not? I just wait.
Emergency! In Gronder Field!
We are in the middle of a military conference. Please, calm yourself and tell us what is the matter.
Yes, sir. It seems the Kingdom and Alliance armies clashed with Imperial forces on Gronder Field. Amid the chaos of three armies battling each other out there, the Imperial army was routed. Edelgard sustained heavy wounds and retreated to Enbar.
Well then, I suppose...
Sir, the Kingdom army was also decimated and His Highness Dimitri has been counted among the dead.
This is a fucking great route. This is a fucking great copy-pasted route. Except we're not going to the freaking Gronder Field battle. We literally skip past it and go to a fortress. Why did I hype this up for myself? I mean, that's one question I keep asking myself, but... Zenith, I'll say it right now. Fuck you.
What?
The Alliance sustained heavy casualties as well, and the whereabouts of their leader, Claude, is currently unknown.
Unknown? It must have been a brutal fight. Our only solace is that Edelgard sustained severe injuries. This is all quite unexpected, but we must find a way to use this situation to our advantage. The Empire's main force has suffered a mighty blow. Edelgard will most certainly avoid the front lines. Now is the time for us to infiltrate the Empire and aim for the capital.
But what will happen to the lords of the Old Kingdom and Alliance territories?
They have lost many leaders and soldiers. I'm sure they must be hard at work rebuilding. We will foster cooperation by aiding them through the local churches. The remaining lords of the Kingdom and Alliance must join together to form one union, and you should be the one to lead them. What do you say?
I can't decide that just yet.
Indeed, it is a question for another day. We must focus on our battle with the Empire. For now, what is our next course of action? We must choose a place within the Empire that will give us solid defenses for our front line. That will become the foothold for our invasion of the capital. There is one massive fortress that boasts the greatest defenses in the Empire. Fort Merceus. We will stand no chance if we attack by traditional means. We must gather everyone and devise a plan of attack.
It has been a lifetime, hasn't it, Professor?
Dimitri?
Yes, I thought so too. I wanted to slice her throat, but I did not get the chance. I let people die, and yet I still stand. Rodrigue, Gustav, Dedu.
You could still atone for your sins.
You sound just like Rodrigue. A way to absolve my sins. Everyone gives such complicated advice, and I can never quite grasp it all. That is why, Professor, I came here to explain my decision.
Huh? What decision?
I have no resources to take back the kingdom capital, much less to defeat the Empire, and that is why...
Professor, you will catch a cold sleeping in a place like this.
Huh?
Is something the matter?
Where'd he go?
I am the only one here. Were you dreaming? I can't say for certain that you were dreaming, but if someone did come here to see you, that person only wanted you to see their face. Perhaps they wanted you to guide them.
That has happened. Lorenz is unamusingly still at the beginning, and despite him literally being on a horse like one battle ago, he is now on foot again. You know, I was just complaining that this is just a copy-pasted route from the Golden Deal. From the Golden Deal.
Hold that.
And yet, surprisingly, one surprising twist of Dimitri being alive somehow managed to slightly regain my hope for this route. Slightly. We'll have to wait and see.
My future is bright.
Even though I may be moving slow as heck.
We are just about to pass through Gronder Field. We should be in view of Fort Merceus soon. It looks like the battle made quite an impact. The Imperial Army has lost some of its luster. We should be able to invade the fort without too much trouble. Yes, after a few short months, they will already be back on their feet. We cannot waste this opportunity.
Professor, the soldiers have finished changing into their disguises. We are ready to masquerade as Imperial troops and infiltrate the fort.
This is literally the Golden Deal route. As it is reinforced.
I believe this was your idea, was it not? It is impossible to take Fort Merceus with a frontal assault. We must take it from within. We will infiltrate the fort as Imperial troops and kill the enemy general. All preparations are complete.
According to the scout reports, my father and the others are not inside the fort. It seems they were moved to the front lines of the kingdom's western region.
The Death Knight became the general of this fort after the battle at Gronder Field.
What? The Death Knight? I think I'll be taking a break now. You guys go on ahead.
Bernadetta, you cannot be hiding on a field. the enemy will be seeing you.
No place to hide. I guess I have no choice but to fight.
The Death Knight. I hear that he is counted among the greatest heroes of the Empire at the moment. We never determined whether or not he was truly Yaritza.
Even now you've come to that conclusion.
So, in capturing Mercius, we have encountered another obstacle.
We've beaten him before.
I suppose you have a point. If we challenge him again with conviction, we are sure to attain victory.
The impenetrable fortress city of Arianrode goes by the name Silver Maiden, yet she pales in comparison to Fort Mercius, the stubborn old general. Those who approach are driven back, but once we make our way in, it's all ours.
That fort has been brought to life on stage for countless operas.
Let us commence. We must puncture a hole in the Empire's defenses.
That man approaches. Will Death's scythe claim you?
Just mimics the dialogue.
Gronder Field. The armies of the Kingdom, Alliance, and Empire collide. The three forces engage in a fierce battle, each suffering significant losses before deciding to withdraw. Seeing an opportunity, the Resistance Army quickly plots an invasion of Imperial territory. In order to gain a foothold in the Empire, they will attempt to capture Fort Mercius.
Report! A group posing as Imperial soldiers has infiltrated. They seem to be affiliated with the Church.
Close the gates. Leave no survivors.
Well, no reinforcements. Guess I might as well be the one to eat Death Knight into vanquishment, I guess.
You're stronger now. Whether I kill you or you kill me, I'm looking forward to this.
Just let me see your face already.
If you desire to slay me, follow. The appointed hour is at hand.
Oh, must be javelin time. Jeez, it's almost like this is taken from the Golden Near out. Just slap black eagles on it.
Whatever could that have been? It was almost reminiscent of that terror of legend. We haven't the time for... All we can do is retreat to the Great Bridge of...
Well now, that marching was nearly as trying as the battle itself.
We wasted a few days, but now that we're this far back, we should be safe. Or so I believe.
I still can't believe it. The fort was destroyed, just like that.
The Death Knight knew about the attack. Was it the Empire's doing?
Guess that means they'd rather destroy the
No.
fort than lose it.
We all have many questions, but for now we must focus on our next move.
Some would be bold to ask.
I wish for that as well, but we are sure to fall if we charge in without a plan. But by the look on your face, I have the feeling you are working out a plan even now.
Now you got it.
So, we make it appear as though we have ceased our invasion by returning to Garreg Mach. Then we divide up our soldiers and infiltrate nearby areas of the capital, right under the Empire's nose. Finally, we gather all of those soldiers somewhere we can get to swiftly from Garreg Mach and proceed to invade Enbar. Is that what you are thinking?
Yeah.
Are you serious? You know there's no guarantee that we won't be spotted by the enemy, right?
If we fail to convene, we will be isolated inside the Empire and be utterly obliterated.
I will be embracing the nearness of death if I am needing to. With each other.
That sounds dangerous. Really incredibly dangerous.
Make no mistake. If we fail in this plan, there will be no coming back from it. Are you sure about this, Professor?
It's our only hope.
I see. If you are resolved, then I will follow suit. We may be weaker, and the terrain may be against us. But all we can do is use our resources as best we can. That, and pray for the blessings of the goddess. It seems the preparations for our invasion of Enbar are advancing smoothly. All has been laid out so we can move swiftly until the time comes. Please.
I understand.
There is something else. I have heard that Rhea is potentially being held captive in the capital. The information could not be confirmed, nor even properly sourced. But even still, we cannot ignore the possibility. Please bear that in mind.
I'm sure we'll find it.
Yes. We must not let anything get in the way of rescuing her.
We're finally heading to Enbar, the capital city of the Empire. Oh, so many memories there.
Oh yeah? So you've been there before?
Oh, yes. Though it was a very long time ago.
A very long time? You must have been really young. I'm surprised you remember.
The main stage of the Mittelfrank Opera Company is in the capital. I hope no one from the opera gets swept up in the coming chaos.
Chaos, chaos!
There are many buildings straight out of the history books in Enbar. I hope they remain unharmed.
You're worried about the buildings? What about the people? You're an odd one, Lynn.
I am also worried about the people. I'm sure my father is in a palace in the capital.
Many people reside in Enbar, so we must take care to avoid needless casualties.
I don't think Edelgard cares much for avoiding casualties, so that's probably impossible. I bet we'll be fighting until one side or the other is completely destroyed.
Bernie, you should be staying away from thoughts like that. We will be defeating her with our full power. Our enemy has great strength, but we will not be losing.
I could not agree more. Remember, even if our surprise attack works, a force even greater than all of our troops combined awaits us in the capital. 0 casualties is always the goal, but we must not underestimate the situation at hand.
Still, we must not hold ourselves to the same twisted morality that she does. After all, we are here to stop her, not to follow her down her dark path. We all choose to fight back. We are all in this together.
You're right, Flayn. We've got to try our hardest.
A different path from Edelgard.
There's no stopping her. The only way to end this is to kill
her.
Ferdinand,
no!
Our choice. Flayn, your words are wonderful and full of bravery.
Let's go! We can't lose!
The situation is dire, and so I will do what must be done.
I am certain that if we join our strength, we can win this battle without losing a single soul.
And then immediately I just lose everybody. Ah, Jeebus, where did this come from? I gotta joke something about it, damn it.
There it is. The greatest city in all of Fodlan. Enbar, the imperial capital. Deep within are the palace grounds where the Emperor resides. If Rhea is being kept here, she must be within the palace. We shall tear through the city streets, capture the palace, and kill Edelgard at last.
If the enemy spots us, they'll call back any troops deployed in other areas. We have no leeway here.
Lady Rhea, please be safe.
Now, we must organize our reserve troops and invade Enbar.
We need to like how the answer is to simply kill Edelgard. It's like, okay, yes, this opportunity is going to be about. We're gonna kill her again. Look who's in! Look who's also here! Great!
It appears that Hubert and the Death Knight are in command of the Empire's forces in the city. We've not the time to deal with them one by one. Split up and take both on at once.
Apparently magic is better than trying to physically hit you with a sword. On high ground. And we never know about you. Out the Death Knight's true identity. Other than the fact that it's Mercedes' sister. Whatever. I don't know if it's sister. My time for a one-man army has come. Because that's Disney.
We have finally made it. I'm sure that Edelgard is hiding in the palace, awaiting our arrival.
Who is that? Is that not Deju?
I heard knights had arrived. I came here to find you. I arrived not long after the battle at Gronder Field. I am here to kill Edelgard.
Will you now fight alongside us?
We fight for different objectives. I swore to offer Edelgard's head to His Highness, but should I? This is the infant. There's more.
Indeed.
So we were right in our decision. I've done what I.
Wait a moment. He is gone. I believe we should make our way there.
Nobody wants to sit down and talk. I know Edelgard won't talk too, but still. Come on. This is entirely unfair here.
Everyone, we must defeat Edelgard.
I don't want to kill her.
She is one of your students. I understand your desire for a path to peace, but she will never bend to our will. You do understand that, do you not? We have no choice but to kill her.
This is the third time in a row I have to do it, though.
Hubert, now is no time to hesitate.
She has it coming. After all, she started this war.
Someone has to stop her. And that someone is us.
As her former classmates, I feel we owe it to her to try talking it out.
This battle will be a deciding one. I am believing that it is her wish to be facing us.
Poor 80.
Professor, wherever you lead, I'll follow.
The lives of Lady Rhea and everyone...
I leave this mission in your hand.
They've made it into defeating them, everyone.
The throne room is tightly locked.
Excuse you, why did you decide to come along? Fuck to everyone in this room. Mine is Edelgard, I love her.
Professor, but I will.
It's just not fair.
I want it.
I'm sorry, Al.
You.
So yeah, in other words, it's a complete copy-paste of the Golden Deer route, as you can plainly see.
Professor, brother.
Who is it from?
It is from Hubert. If you are reading this, it great that you I am they hold if I did I there is last I have I will if you such as
what Hubert has written here. I cannot. No. I know it must be true. And if that is the case, then all else makes sense now. I must speak with Rhea. It seems our battle is not over just yet. Those who slither in the dark. We must kill every last one of them, or Fodlan will never again know peace.
They are allies of Monica and Tomas, correct? The ones who are after my blood. And also the ones who destroyed Fort Mercius with that mysterious light.
We shall discuss this more after we have...
Here. Is this... Seth. Flame, thank you for supporting the Professor. And for rescuing me.
Rhea, I am overjoyed that you are unharmed. I could not stand losing another of our kind.
Yes. I am reminded of the past. Of reuniting in Inbar.
It is truly nostalgic. I would love nothing more than to lose ourselves in memories of the old days, but I must tell you something, Rhea. We have received incredible news, albeit from the Empire. They have told us the identity of our enemy. Those who slither in the dark. It is time for us to stop hiding the truth about the goddess, the progenitor god. The truth about us. It is time for us to tell the people everything.
Those who slither in the dark.
We are told they despise the children of the goddess, as well as those who live above ground. They are planning something horrible.
Please, tell the Professor everything about these vile people. There must be things that only you know.
I understand. Dear child, I will now tell you all that I know. It is true that there is a group of people. I am sure you have heard.
Nemesis, the king of liberation.
Nemesis was originally the leader of a group of bandits. When Nemesis appeared in Xanadu, the legend that the goddess gifted him the sword so that he could fight the wicked gods is false. That story was created after the fact. I do not know how Nemesis obtained the sword, or why he appeared in Xanadu.
I don't know how Nemesis obtained the sword, Golden Deer route. Apparently Nemesis did this to the progenitor god. So yeah. Love-hate relationship, Rhea. Love-hate relationship.
But he used that sword to map from their corpses. A mere bandit, like Nemesis.
It was surmised that someone was collaborating with Nemesis, and there was a massive investigation to uncover. But the truth was never discovered, and this time, They have utilized the Imperial Army.
So, Edelgard has made a temporary alliance with them in order to achieve her own aims. Professor, we must journey to Shambhala and stop them.
Jeez, it's almost like you guys know this or something.
We must not allow folk.
What's the big climatic final boss again? If it's not Nemesis, what the hell is it?
The Empire has been defeated. We journey to Shambhala.
We know nothing of the...
What Flame says is true.
I will accompany you.
What?
No!
Those people have opposed us.
What? But she's been hiding away so long. She shouldn't just up and go somewhere scary. Trust me, it's a bad idea.
Bernadetta, hiding away seems a poor description for someone who is imprisoned.
We must be careful not to put undue stress on Lady Rhea.
If the going gets tough, we'll have to carry her on our backs and make a run for it.
You think you can carry her? Maybe someone else should do that part.
No matter what enemies are appearing, we will be protecting her. We will be winning.
If we work together, I am certain all will be well.
The ones we are soon to face have eluded us for a long... We must all proceed with utmost caution.
So yeah, completely same territory so far. It's like this is just copy-pasted from the Golden Deal round, as I have said like thousands and thousands of times before. Copy-pasted. At this point, it's just making it easier for me to go to the finale. And I mean, the last episode is better, but still, god dang.
Professor? Is that...
Look guys, I'm not in the mood for this.
To think there is such a vast space hidden beneath the ground. How very creepy.
The atmosphere here is very different from the Holy Mausoleum or Holy Tomb. Look at the shapes and the light.
It's too strange. It's all really old, but you get the feeling that it's also... new? I don't understand it.
This decorating is not of Fodlan. What is the meaning here?
I hate the look of things in here. Is this some kind of a city? I would never ever live here.
Living underground, all safe and isolated. It sounds really awful.
Underground city hiding those who slither in the dark. I would not mind finishing up here and returning to the surface with haste.
Let us search for a way to descend farther still. We should survey our surroundings carefully.
Already have complained. Already complained about this route. It's copy-paste straight from Golden Deal, unless this was intended supposed to be second. What Ace does playthrough, or whatever. It just feels very copy-pasty from the Golden Deal route. And aside from the fact that Nemesis is not the final boss here, assuming what will happen, then by all means, this is just a complete waste of a route. All a complete waste of a hidden force route. Because somebody thought it would be a great idea. Really hoping that I chose somebody else to have dance class, not Edelgard. Because I don't know why I thought I was going to be able to recruit her. I don't know why the frick I was able to. It's really disappointing that this just ended up being the Golden Deal route, just on the Black Eagles route instead. With the exception of a possibly new final boss. Cause hey, so nobody's gonna mind if we do this again, right? And I know I've had my complaints of us not finding those who stood on the dog on the Crimson Flower route of the Black Eagles route, but god dang. It's just like, what the heck? Make up your mind. It would have been a lot more interesting for us to fight those who stood on the dog on the Crimson Flower route. The Crimson Flower route. Instead, all that's just done off screen, because hey, killing the Immaculate One is already part of my plans of today. It's just... what I'm trying to say is, the story could have benefited from having Edelgard staying alive. That's what I'm trying to say. Because sure, let's kill her for a third time. Nobody will mind if we just continue to paint Edelgard as the antagonist. Even in her own route, only to then make it those who says with the dark. Sure, nobody but me is gonna be really ticked off at this.
You should have seen that coming.
Hey. Hello, my friend. I'm going to take your key. Blade. Because I am still a literal one-man army. I'm pretty sure that fake out with Dimitri was just supposed to be a fake out and nothing less. Because so far I don't see any reason for him surviving. Hi, Taurus. You're never gonna reveal your identity as Lord Arndale. Which is a real shame because we're never gonna get any closer on that. Unless some mysterious freaking route decides to show up after I defeat this route of all things. I just hate this. I hate this with everything I got. I hate how similar. I just don't like how this route went in general. Oh look, enemies decided to appear on my way. It would be nice if I had more media to spare.
Proceed carefully.
But no, I wasted them all. Because I figured that would have been a better idea. Instead, I'm gonna have to wait again.
It's time.
This guy is literally at 1 health. Come on. Security wants to do it again. Because
So
fight
you
you.
have shown yourself, I will.
I still love how it shows us outside of the throne room. Well, visible chest is dead. Oh well. Let's just see if this has any differences.
You will never get to enjoy victory. It can be. For all gardens, let there be light.
No nemesis. So again, I must question, who the hell is the final boss?
Part 2. Silver Snow. Verdant Rain Moon. Following a Dream. The ambitions of those who slither in the dark are forever shattered with Shambhala's destruction. But in the process, Rhea is grievously injured. What fate awaits her, and who will bear the weight of Fodlan on their shoulders?
An excellent question, George. Because if I was to write this part of the story, it would have been a lot more interesting. It would have been less interesting than, oh, let's just copy and paste the Golden Deal map, but slap Black Eagles on it in, along with the Church of Sables. Also make sure the players never get Edelgard and Hubert back on this route ever again. Yeah.
Hang in there, Lady Rhea.
She needs help. Hurry.
That's a serious injury.
"5 years ago, when this place fell, an enormous white creature appeared on the battlefield. It was the Immaculate One, Rhea." What? You already knew her true identity?
Think back, I suppose so.
I see. In the past, the children of the goddess were all able to change their appearance, just like the Immaculate One.
So in other words, they were dragons. Now I can see why Sothis was a dragon. Was the dragon type unit in Fire Emblem Heroes.
I lost that power long ago, but it seems Rhea has not.
Yep.
Is it not obvious? Flayn and I both are. We have protected Garreg Mach and all of Fodlan for a very long time. But now, the light of Rhea's life is on the verge of disappearing from this world. It is flickering. I do not know if she can be saved. Even if she is, I wonder if she will remain unchanged.
Professor, are you able to carry on Rhea's work? As the protector of Fodlan, and as leader of the people who live here, you must defend the people, guide them and teach them, join their hearts and spread peace across the whole of the land.
It is not as though you must become the Archbishop, but Fodlan needs leadership. It is up to you to govern this war-torn land. You need not reply right this moment. We will strive to heal Rhea as best we can.
Perhaps it would help to seek counsel from our friends at the monastery about this matter.
I agree. When your mind is made up, please speak with me. I would ask that you give me your decision in the presence of Rhea herself.
All's not well. The Fudge specifically said the final battle. I also just realized this is the only route I can actually swing with Rhea. Because that's great, right? I'll just... Hey, let's get this over with. The final battle.
Sweet child, you have finally come. I am so happy. It does my heart well to see you here, safe and sound.
Have you made your decision, Professor? Thankfully, Rhea has survived her trying ordeal. However, there is no telling how much longer her light will continue to shine.
Professor, have you decided? Will you become the next ruler of Fodlan?
Before I hear your answer, I shall fulfill the promise I made to you. You will know the truth about your identity. I will hold nothing back. I created you.
Huh?
And within you is the crest stone of the progenitor god.
Oh wait, wasn't I born from Gerald and my mother?
I hid the crest stone within your heart in order to revive her.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she didn't literally create me as in, literally create me out of existence. Just for Gerald and my mom.
Sweet child, I am sorry. I wanted to see her. See my mother. Even if it meant doing that which is forbidden.
What does it all mean?
I thought that I could regain all I had lost, if only I could revive my mother. And so I tried to bring her back by creating a body and then burying a crest stone within it. A young woman I created. My 12th try after much heartache was a failure.
Wait. So... Gerald fell in love with this 12th attempt, who was a nun.
She grew up lacking the conscience of the progenitor god and fell in love with the captain of the Knights of Zeros.
Okay. Okay, I guess that makes more sense why we never know our mother's name.
In time, she became pregnant, but she and the child were not able to survive the birth.
Wait, so I died? I died right before the event of the game and nobody even told me this?
The child she bore was not breathing, and she herself was in grave danger. The new mother pleaded with me to take the crest stone of the progenitor god from her own body and place it within the baby.
Excuse me?
If I had done nothing, both mother and child would have died. And so I granted her final wish. As she had hoped, the baby started breathing again. The new life was saved. Your life, sweet child. Well before that, I had saved Gerald's life using the power of my blood. That means you are the child of a mother born of the progenitor god's crest stone, and a father who carried my own blood.
This is some weird family complications for Byleth. What the heck?
I knew, deep in my heart, that you would be capable of housing the conscience of the progenitor god. I was right. And yet, she merely gifted her power to you, and then disappeared once more. My dearest wish did not come true. But here you are. You alone wield the power of the progenitor god. And now, I must ask you to use that power to save this world. You must...
Huh?
What? No.
Rhea? Rhea!
What is wrong? Please, calm yourself, Rhea.
Is the power of the crest taking over her body? Why is this happening?
Said it. It's terrible. White beasts have appeared all over Garreg Mach.
Excuse me, what?
It's hard to believe, but there have been reports that the priests and knights have been changing form.
What?
White beasts? Are they the ones Rhea shared her blood and stones with?
Said it! Demonic beasts are heading this way.
What?
They are after Rhea. Professor, our situation is dire. If we do nothing, Fodlan will be destroyed by a rampaging Immaculate One and these children of hers. There is only one way to stop this. We must... Damn it! We have no choice but to kill the Immaculate One! To kill Rhea!
Thanks.
Though showing brief signs of recovery, even Rhea's strength has its limits. Having changed form to the Immaculate One, she is unable to control her power. As if in response, priests and knights who are directly related to Rhea by blood change into white beasts themselves. Facing this unexpected threat, the Resistance Army prepares for its final battle to save Fodlan.
I am ever so grateful.
Thanks.
Rampaging Magnet One. Almost like this is on the Crimson, on the Black Eagles route, and you know, we're gonna have dragons.
I thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so...
Well, okay, literally forcing us right in, huh? Interesting.
It is kept secret, but there is a certain rite that all initiates to high office in the church must undergo. In this rite, one pledges to serve the goddess, and in return receives a crest stone fragment and blood. The ones who have transformed alongside Rhea just now are the ones who have accepted those gifts. They will shield Rhea, the Immaculate One, I should say, with their very lives. But if we do not strike her down, Fodlan will have no future. To arms! Surrounded already, it seems. The white beasts are those in whom Rhea's blood flows strongest. Until we get rid of them, we will not be able to so much as touch Rhea.
Damn! After all that's happened, why do we have to kill Lady Rhea?
Because the story has to find a boss, and the developers were running out of time, so we decided, hey, this is the Black Eagles route, we have to make Rhea to find a boss again. For some weird reason. At least we get a different find a boss song, but...
lead them well. I'll use...
Again, kind of would have preferred.
For Bridget... My orders?
Kind of would have preferred if Rhea the God was still alive, because this would have been a great thing. It would have been a great thing for us to...
Leave it to me.
This route lacks pure potential. It really lacked it.
Let's get moving.
Coupled with the already rushing limit of having to find a boss build-up, and instead not even having this freaking...
Put me in there.
We're just gonna make Rhea to fight a boss again. Because, you know, we clearly ran out of ideas for trying to do this. What the heck? This is just stupid. This fight boss just makes no sense. We don't even know why. We don't even know how she's becoming enraged. So I'm pretty sure I'm just ignoring the fact that Seth said that her quest may be just going wild on its own, but still, come on. Feels like this is a little bit BS. Just a pull for a final boss. I mean, these things sure look scarier than the demonic beasts, in a way.
Ready when
like,
you are.
Come on, what difference is it making, really?
For now.
I'm just disappointed in this battle overall. That Dimitri randomly appearing thing did not go anywhere at all. It was just a mere fake out, just for the sake of being a fake out.
I'm awake.
This whole route is stupid, and I don't know why I hyped it up for myself. This probably should have been done second. Because at least then the surprise of Nemesis would have actually been a more of a surprising factor for me. That's how it should have been, but instead I simply delayed this route all because it could have something regarding the true, and might have to be something about having to do all the other routes first before doing this one. Nope, this is just a straight off shoot of what could have happened if you did not decide to travel with Edelgard to see her father and become the new emperor. And at this point, evading from this side is just going to be a lot more easier. But and again, there's all these freaking things, which again makes it harder. If because you see my predicament here. Blue fire.
Just like that.
Isn't the fighting already over? Why do we have to do this to Lady Rhea?
Because this round needed to find a boss. And because no suspense was built for Nemesis or any other boss whatsoever, we have the Immaculate one again. Only this time enraged. Because surely this makes for a great final boss, right?
How exciting.
Hey.
So reliable.
So apart from copy-pasting the Golden Deal route, this is literally just the Golden Deal route. Just smack dab replaced any Golden Deal dialogue with freaking... This is utterly stupid. This route had so much potential. It had so much potential. In the end, just copy-paste the Golden Deal route because we don't know how to make it Edelgard face those who stood against the dark. Freaking heck! We never even know if Lord Arundel or Dallas are the same people at this point. For all I know, it could be because the voice actor for Lord Arundel sells the same voice actor as him. But we seriously are just gonna give all of that up and just say, hey, we have zero idea on how to do a final boss. Let's just have the Immaculate One all over again. Because, what the hell? This is so stupid. Nice for you to go all the way around to try and attack the Scythian.
They're coming one by one from the southern stronghold. If we do not capture it, there will be more.
Well, I mean, it's good to have Gambit and all, but goddamn. I mean, somebody's staying behind. How do you have this high of a magic resistance? You're just a freaking Pegasus Knight. Die! I might as well just go in and end it off with just facing against Deja. This is just stupid. Well, I guess we're gonna defeat it with just 1 damage. Or you can miss. Because that too is impressive.
I'll end this quickly.
I was about to say, if you missed that critical, I would so hate you.
Let's turn our attention to the Immaculate One. Rhea! Not even I have seen this form.
That's different.
Well, that's something, isn't it? A shame we must kill her. Consider the research potential.
Dinhard, not now! Real Sailor's Quest Stone. This child of the goddess, revealed in her truest form, possesses power beyond humanity's understanding. Performs staggering blow immediately. Request her to harnesses the power of the Immaculate One, altered during her rampage. Something in the back of my mind should have immediately triggered, hey, we're on Black Eagles about it, it's gotta be the Immaculate One again. But no, it didn't. I was hoping we'd have a much bigger climatic battle than, well, it is. But no. This route, all the missed potential. It's like Sonic Forces, except it's just condoned into 1 route. A ton of missed potential. Personally, I just prefer having this kind of missed potential instead of a whole story potential.
I do this for all of us.
Granted, this is branching off of the Black Eagles route itself, so I don't know why I'm speaking out of my words. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Because honestly, at this point, this is stupid. That looks painful.
Not ready. I'll get.
Wow, everybody's dying before my eyes. I don't even have to level up to stop him. Because again, I'm a freaking idiot. Why? Well, let's do this, I guess.
Now's our chance.
I am already concerned. Because all the enemies are just coming at me 1 by 1. And I don't have anything to stop him. Are you kidding me? Well, clearly that's not gonna happen. I should have listened. I should have listened to myself. I should have listened to myself. I should have trained. I should have trained. But no. All I do is just make it worse for myself. So now I am going to train up. Because clearly 42 is going to be the death of me. Next time on Fire Emblem Three Houses, we've reached the end. I think. We'll reach the end of this round, that's all I know. See you guys then.